What's up? Steve here with New Geek. I've got about 30 more minutes this afternoon. I had to pause my stream and go get my kid from the bus stop and also try to research why the hell my game is crashing in the lodge. Turns out it's maybe a shadows issue, so I had to go into some INI file and adjust some shit. Best way that I could explain it. So we should be all set now. Let's load the game. And don't mind me, I'm eating an orange creamsicle. Perfect afternoon snack. Now, right where I left off. So when I crashed, I was running through here, and I come around this corner.
My wife has therefore decided.
And I crashed. So we made it a little bit further than the last time. It's always a good thing.
I am at your service, Captain.
I still need to talk to some other people, though.
For the two of you, I guess.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Good job, Noel.
Take note. Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes, even the kid.
All right, Walter.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
You think? Mm-hmm. That was an apology. You can do better.
I am sorry I besmirched your chosen profession and made assumptions about your character. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You
Fun.
can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Oh, what's your role in Constellation?
Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
These artifacts all came out of the caves?
Second one was on Kazal. buried, the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
What do you make of the vision I
I'm
saw?
not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label fits.
It meant something. I didn't understand it.
That's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Take care of yourself.
Good talk. Alright, Sarah.
What can I help you with?
I don't know. What can you help me with?
Are you ready to get to work?
Let's do it!
Or was there something else?
I don't have much time for that kind of
Let's do this.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work.
Ooh, fun.
The artifacts are relatively inert once they're
Carmen
out of
Santiago
bedrock.
of space.
That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
The UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Other people have
We have
artifacts?
to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Have to admit, I'm excited. My first
Felt
mission.
the same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
What do I get out of this? Constellation have a salary?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Got it.
We'll need
You
to
and
head
me.
to Mast.
Till we get
Check
the
in with the
artifact.
Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
What do you mean? You don't care if I steal as long as I don't get caught?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, We give you latitude in your choice of means.
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Let's do it. Where are we going? Let's go, woman.
I hope you are
I hope
satisfied
you're still glad
with
you
the
joined
quarters
Constellation,
available to you.
Noel.
It's very nice. Thank you,
Come
Vasco.
true, Sarah. You know that.
You've been an invaluable asset to the group, Noel. Just wanted to make sure you didn't regret it.
Okay, maybe not every single day is a dream come true, but the work we're involved in, the discoveries we're making, it's all worth it.
Guess I can't climb ladders. Alright, Sarah. Let's do this. Where are you going now? Hey.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. Until later.
Okay. That mean Vasco's not following me anymore? Like my robot would. Oh, I don't have him no more. I got her. Alright. What's down here? What up, security?
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Evening, sir.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money is.
Hey, Carla.
No.
Appreciate the follow. Just picked up Sarah. She's trying to keep up.
Best of your abilities.
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, if you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby. This is Mast.
It's going
the beating
alright.
heart of the United
Had
Colonies.
a couple crashes on my
Every
earlier
decision
stream.
made in the civilized galaxy takes place inside these walls.
But hoping that it's stabilized, found some issues around shadows. So we'll see if it's gonna work for me.
Most of Mast's employees have extensive training in their specific areas of expertise. But if you're interested in joining the UC, Commander Tuala of the Vanguard is just on the far side of the room. The Vanguard's open to anyone who can fly. Enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
And get down there. Sarah, how do I get down here? What games do I stream mostly? Well, on kind of weeknights, midweek, I have a multiplayer series going with a few of my buddies. We play games like Valheim, 7 Days to Die. That's a couple of games that we've played. As far as solo games, obviously Starfield. I just finished my series on Hogwarts Legacy not too long ago. That was a pretty incredible game. I definitely like city builders, so I'm looking forward to City Skylines 2 when it comes out. I think it comes out in October.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century.
Okay, I haven't heard of that one. What type of game is that? Valorant?
Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible.
Oh, don't let me get in your way. I've seen all this planet already.
The first of many colony ships touched down here on Jupiter.
On FPS game?
You know it was some UC general that condemned London.
Yeah, I'm okay with FPS games. Better on the PC than I am on PS5 with controller.
Literally the entire planet. Can you imagine?
But I've played Overwatch. I've played some Fortnite with my son. So I mostly stream. It's kind of up in the air right now. I also coach. I coach middle school girls softball, and so I've just started this past week with games on Wednesdays, which is my normal night of streaming. But probably going to be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Fridays are mostly when I do my single player games like this.
One of my slates said Terramorphs can...
It just depends on how my work week is and if I can cut out a little bit early. My goals on Twitch, you know, I think everybody has aspirations to being a full-time Twitch streamer and not having a real day job other than streaming, but I really got into it just for kind of learning some of the tech. I'm just kind of a tech head by nature, hence my handle being the New Geek. But you know, I'd like to get to affiliate status. Maybe start being able to make a little bit of side hustle off of it. Don't get me wrong, if I can ever get to the state of playing games all day long, I would sure as hell do it, that's for sure.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick.
Are you a streamer yourself, or you just play games?
Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
I didn't think it was that obvious.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Heard any good rumors lately?
Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, Speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell.
I could use a drink.
You're in the right place.
Yeah, I'm a product manager by day, so I work for a software company. It's definitely, I enjoy my job, but, you know, I'm also a gamer at heart. I love board games, I love video games, anything with games.
See you around. Hey there, new guy. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Business seems to be booming for you.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide.
Well, I have to give this a try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
Sounds like the sort of thing that could drive one to drink.
Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud.
They are, thank you.
And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Yeah, I went through a rebranding about a month or two ago. I had originally branded myself all around my favorite sports team, which is the Miami Hurricanes, and I found I just wanted to be more generic, so to speak. So I went to the New Geek, but I'm the one that designed the logos and everything. I do have a graphics art background. It's just a matter of me getting around to sprucing up the place.
I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it? I really do.
Sure sounds like
it's
you
gonna
could use
keep
a
me
helping
awake
hand.
nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend
my
could possibly find a
background
way
many
to get
years
her
ago
important cargo
was in
out of the
graphics art and
impound.
digital media.
And if,
That's what my degree's in,
hypothetically,
actually.
that were done in a less than 100% legal way,
Just don't have much time these days
that
to
might not be the worst thing in the world.
focus on that when I'd rather be playing games.
With me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
I'm here for you. I'll do whatever I can.
You have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
Have any information to go off of?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
What have you tried already?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
Don't worry, I'll figure something out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. Catch you later.
Yes, I don't think I'm gonna focus on that right now. I'm gonna talk to Sarah.
It's you and me from here out. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
What do you consider your areas of expertise?
You mean apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So, don't worry. I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. I'll be here. Bye-bye.
So let's...
New Atlanta sure is shiny.
You're more than welcome to message me and send me some stuff.
My contact
like I
is
said
in
too,
Vanguard recruiting.
I don't make any money off of this, so I
expect a sales
definitely
pitch
wouldn't
when you
be
meet him.
willing to spend any money.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully,
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Yeah, maybe later. We have Constellation business to discuss first.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
We'll talk to him. I'm sure we can make a good offer for it.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Bar in a spaceport. Sounds
It's
like home.
definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Dropping off a few choice items. Okay. Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to be concise. Bye for now.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Only those on official United Colonies business can access. The building.
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when
As I said, I would be interested in paying, so if it's a paying gig, I'm not interested. I appreciate the offer, though.
To my crew position.
This really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
You don't know what you're talking about.
I understand. I'm not trying to make things difficult.
There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. Stop. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna need you to clear out of here, or else I'll have to call security.
All right.
I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns. Yeah, I got corns.
Congratulations. Yes, I don't think I'm gonna be doing this one right now. Yep. And I think I'm going to go ahead and quick save right here. And before we go to the Soul system, I am going to call it a day. So again, I appreciate everybody that stopped out at the stream. Carla, appreciate the chat. It was definitely nice being able to chat and play at the same time. Probably won't be playing anymore this weekend. Gonna have a busy weekend. And we'll definitely be playing middle of the week. I got my multiplayer series with some of my buddies playing Valheim. We're kind of finishing up in the plains. We'll probably be fighting the boss out there and then starting to head off to the Mistlands. So again, thanks everybody that stopped out, and hope everybody has a great weekend. And until then, go Canes.